Hello there, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how to find the perimeter of a half circle. Okay, so here is our example problem. The radius of a half circle is 3 yards. What is the half circle's perimeter? Okay, so let's draw this out. I think it'll help if we kind of draw this. A half circle kind of looks something like this. I kind of autocorrected a little strange, so I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, there we go. So that is what a half circle looks like. Now they tell us that the radius of this half circle is 3 yards. So we know the radius starts at the center and comes out. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. To the edge of the circle, any edge of the circle. So the radius can be there, but it could also be from the center and it could make its way up here. So the radius starts at the center, goes to any edge of the circle, and it's the same measurement because the center is exactly in the center. So we're going to call this a radius of 3 yards for the half circle. Okay, so we know that the perimeter of a circle is also referred to as a circumference. So the formula for circumference is pi times 2 times the radius, or, oops, that's an R. What is going on here? Okay, or pi times the diameter. The reason we have two different formulas is because 2 times the radius, shown right here, is the same as the diameter. The diameter is twice as long as the radius. So that's why you can use either formula for this. Now that would be if we were looking for the circumference of a circle, or goes all the way around. That's the distance around a circle, which is the perimeter of a whole circle. We're dealing with a half circle. So we can start by using the circumference formula to figure out what this distance is by finding the circumference of the whole circle and then dividing it in half. So let's do that part together. Okay, so let's use, since we have the radius, we'll use the radius formula. Circumference equals pi times 2 times 3, because that's a radius. Instead of pi, I'm going to use 3.14. So I'm going to take 3.14, multiply that by 2, and that by 3. Well, I know 2 times 3 is 6. So what I really need to do is 3.14 times 6. Now that will give me the circumference as if this was a whole circle. So let's do that. 3.14 times 6. And you can either do by hand or on a calculator, but either way, you're going to end up with 18.84. Okay, so that would be the circumference of the whole circle. But we're dealing with half a circle. So let's take that 18.84, and we're going to divide it by 2. That would give us what it would be divided in half. So again, you can do that by hand or with a calculator, but either way, you should end up with 9.42. So that 9.42 is the measurement of the arch of our half circle. But now here's an important part. We also have to find the distance from here to here, because that's part of the perimeter of this half circle. So what we could do that is we could take the radius, which we know starts at the center and goes out to the edge. That has a measurement of 3. So that means from here to here, well, it might be kind of hard to see. Let me switch colors. There we go. From here to here is 3. And from here to here is also 3, because those are both radiuses of the circle. So 3 plus 3 is 6. So that means we're going to be adding, let me scroll down. We're going to be adding our 9.42, or the distance around the arch, plus 6. That is the distance of the part that cuts across the half circle. When you're adding decimals, you have to keep things lined up by decimal point. So I'm going to go ahead and line that up. I would get a 2 here, 4 here, decimal goes right there, and 9 plus 6 is 15. So that means that the perimeter of this half circle would be 15.42 units.